What's going on, everybody? I've got some great news. Tomorrow is, presumably, World of Warcraft 5.4.7 patch day. Welcome to my World of Warcraft 5.4.7 survival guide. Now, the first thing you're probably asking is, how do you know? First of all, the PTR has been up for a really long time. I'm not sure the exact dates, but it feels like a couple of months at least. And lately, they've only been doing minor tweaks. It was announced last week that the PvP season will be ending the 18th, which is tomorrow, and that usually coincides with a patch. And of course, websites like WoW Insider, MMO Champion, Gamebreaker TV are all saying, tomorrow's big patch day! So I tend to believe all of them. So let's quick take a look at all the overall patch stuff. The stuff we know that's going to happen is that the PvP Season 15 is beginning in about 2 weeks, while Season 14 is ending tomorrow. The other thing that is ending tomorrow is the Scroll of Resurrection. You will no longer be able to send the Scroll of Resurrection. However, if you have a Scroll of Resurrection active, your friends will still be able to claim it within 30 days. We also know that the Timeless Isle gear that's item level 476 right now will be upgraded to item level 489 with this patch, and that should also include items that we have already purchased. So if you're wearing some of that Timeless Isle gear, it should be upgraded with this patch. Now, there are a couple of other things that have been hidden in the PTR that MMO Champion and Gamebreaker TV and all those sites have found and pointed out, but we really are not sure what they're all for, or if they're even actually coming in this patch. The files might be there, but just for a later date. So we're pretty sure that the Warlords of Draenor Collector's Edition Pet and Mount have been included in this patch. Those would be the Dreadful Egg and the Reigns of the Dread Raven. Both of those creatures are pretty much the Druid Raven mount, but it really looks like this one's going to be able to fly. And it also looks like this might be an ancestor of the Druid one, which kind of hints at that it's from Draenor and that it's the Warlords of Draenor pet and mount. To go along with that, it's pretty obvious that the Warlords of Draenor pre-order is imminent. And that's obviously to combat the upcoming WildStar and Elder Scrolls Online MMOs. And finally, the big thing that I'm most excited for in this patch, assuming it comes at the right price, is the level 90 boost. When you pre-order your Warlords of Draenor, you will be able to get your level 90 boost immediately, and that one's free. But likely coming with that free one also is the ability to purchase level 90s. Alright, well that's all the broad stuff, so if that's all you care about, you can go ahead and stop watching, but if you want to hear about the rest of the patch notes in detail, that's what we're going to take a look at next. These patch notes were updated February 11th, and these will most accurately represent the patch notes that come out February 18th. First up, we've got Druid. Heart of the Wild now provides the following benefits from PvP power when activated. Restoration Druids now receive 50% of their PvP power applied towards damage while the ability is active, down from 100%. That's a nerf. Feral and Balanced Druids now receive 100% of their PvP power toward healing while the ability is active, down from 120%. Again, a nerf. They're just trying to balance PvP a little bit more because, honestly, for the rest of Mist of Pandaria, the focus is going to be PvP, except for the handful of PvEers that are still working on Normal Garage, Flex Garage, and Heroic Garage. Next, let's take a look at Rogue. Nerf Strike now causes a successful kidney shot or cheap shot to also reduce their damage dealt by player targets by 25%, down from 50%. No changes when the talent used against non-player targets. Again, PvP stuff. Alright, Warlock Demonology. Felguard's Legion Strike and Wrathguard's Mortal Cleave now reduce their effectiveness of any healing received for 6 seconds up from 5 seconds, so the pet can maintain the effect without haste. Warriors. Disrupting Shout and Pummel now both share a 15-second cooldown when either ability is used. Disrupting Shout's 40-second cooldown remains unchanged, but the ability will be unavailable for 15 seconds after using Pummel. Again, that really sounds like a PvP thing to me. Alright, creatures. Celestials now drop Season 15 Prideful Gladiator gear in place of Season 14 Grievous Gladiator gear. Rare spawns in Cressaring Wild now award honor points only when they are defeated for the first time each day. A lot of people were using those creatures to farm honor points, and Blizzard doesn't really want players to farm honor that way. They want players to farm honor in like daily battlegrounds and just doing random battlegrounds all day. Alright, big PvP section. Season 15 Prideful Gladiator gear and weapons are now available for purchase. Season 14 Grievous Gladiator gear and weapons can now be purchased using honor points instead of conquest. Base resilience for level 90 players is now 77%, up from 72%. Base resilience for players below level 90 remains at 40%. Resilience diminishing returns curve for resilience has been adjusted for the new base resilience value to maintain the same value per point of resilience as previously. A lot of this stuff I don't even understand because I don't really PvP that much. Battle fatigue now reduces healing received while in PvP combat by 60%, up from 55%. Gladiator's Distinction, the set bonus for wearing 2 PvP trinkets, now grants 5,280 resilience, up from 2,600 resilience. Battlegrounds and Arenas. For the 2v2 arena bracket, dampening is now applied to the match starting at the 5-minute mark, down from 10 minutes. For 3v3 and 5v3 arena brackets, there is no change. Dampening will continue to be applied at the 10-minute mark. Alterac Valley. A whole bunch of Alliance and Horde NPCs now have more health and deal more damage. Should make Alterac Valley a lot more competitive and probably fun. Following NPCs are now immune to Disarm, Daze, and Death Grip. Vandar Stormpike, Belinda Stonehearth, Captain Galvangar, and Drekthar. And finally, items. I'm not really going to read through this whole list, but all the items that are sold on the Timeless Isle are now $489, as I've said, up to $489 from $476. I'm really excited for this personally because I got a Ret Paladin that's got practically all this gear, which means his item level is going to go from here to here, and I might actually be able to get into some normal or flex SOO and kill some real bosses, LFR bosses. Alright, thanks for watching my 5.4.7 survival guide video. I hope this helped you, and I hope to see you next time.